The prerequisite for these sections is the sign chart for factorable polynomials. And the graphs for first degree functions are lines, and the graph for second degree formulas are parabolas. And here are some graphs of the higher degree factorable polynomials. And these are done by sign chart. Let's look at the first one. We have three roots, and each one is of odd order, and we call from the fact of sign chart, therefore the sign will switch in between them. So and here's the sign chart. And this sets the region where the graph has to be, because these signs are the sign for the y components. So my negative signs means the y points must be plotted down here. Hence, this is the graph. And here we have another one. And notice now at the point 0, we have second power is even power. And at even power, the signs on both sides stays the same. Hence, the graph for this one must go from negative to positive and go back to positive and come back again. This is a graph of the second formula over here. And here's the third equations. We have three roots and we have one even power roots. And here is sign chart. And now we can visually trace this. This starts from here, must bounce back, and now at odd root, it crosses go back down. And this one, we have two even roots. Therefore, this is the sign chart. And now we can notice now that at this place, it must look like that. Here, we must cross it. And so therefore, the graph must be traced in these manners. And similarly, for next one, we have one even powers here. Oh, the sign chart is like this. So therefore, over here, it must be like that. And at odd power, it must crosses it. So we connect this with a curve, and this is its graph. And finally, we have the last one. Now we have one even power and two odd powers. And here's a sign chart. And here is the graph. And notice the even powers all have this little like x squared, like parabola, whereupon all the odd powers, when they all crosses the axis at all the odd power positions. And finally, outside the graph, if it's an even degree, then the two outside must point the same directions, up or down. And for the odd degree, it points in the opposite direction outside. And here is what they look like, final photographs. And that's it. Stop. Okay. And